As we hit 4 o'clock on this Thursday afternoon, we start with the family of a woman and her daughter killed in a house fire last year, now looking for justice for their family.
The woman's parents filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the two boys charged with first-degree murder, first-degree arson, and more. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi explains where this case stands now.
This goes back to October 31st of last year. The two boys, 12 and 14 at the time, were accused of starting a fire at the Tiffany Square apartments in Lakewood. The boys were charged with first-degree murder, first-degree arson, and other charges. The 14-year-old pleaded guilty to several charges last month, including first-degree murder and first-degree arson. The fire killed Kathleen Payton and her 10-year-old daughter, Jasmine Payton Aguayo. 10 people were also injured. On top of the wrongful death lawsuit against the boys, Kathleen Payton's parents also filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the owner of the Tiffany Square apartments and its property management company. The parents say the building owner and property manager ultimately didn't provide a safe environment for Kathleen and her daughter Jasmine, among other things. The lawsuit claims Tiffany Square apartments did not have working smoke detectors in common areas the day of the fire. It also claims there was no working fire alarm system the day of the deadly fire. West Metro Fire tells me different buildings have different requirements based on when they were built and the fire code. West Metro Fire says there are no common areas at Tiffany Square apartments because the individual units have their own door leading outside, and an interconnected fire alarm system was not required under code. 9 News legal analyst Whitney Traylor says that's where things get sticky.
The plaintiffs are going to say, regardless of what the code said, this is foreseeable. It is foreseeable that a fire could start with all these people here, and without a extinguisher system or without an alarm system, somebody could die just like this. And so that is the law. Did the landowner, did the owner of the apartments have a duty? Did they breach the duty? And was the breach of that duty the cause of these damages?
Whitney adds every lawsuit comes down to two components, right? Liability and damages. He says they may be able to prove the boys were wrong, the liability component, but there may be no recovery or damages. So then the next step is looking at if maybe a product malfunctioned or suing the boys' parents because they're both minors. The then 12-year-old is set for another status hearing on November 13th.
All right, Lauren Scafidi reporting. Thank you.